Apparently not.
You went for the big triple.
It didn't work. Hello. And we haven't got. You're gonna be nice. Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Let's get it going. Oh, I've missed you guys. It's
So
been a little while.
Look who it is.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
Aaron.
Thought I'd show my face today.
He's not dead.
It's only a little one-off
Even
though,
though-
don't worry.
I didn't try and convince people you were dead.
Oh, sorry, I caught up on the chat there just at the wrong time. Right, yeah, nice. So, the two designers, the beard crew are back at it again. Let's get it
Feels
going.
like a bit of an old reunion. So, been mixing it up.
Bit of chop and change.
So I guess how's everybody doing? It's probably exactly Darth Badger knows. It's the dual beard. Beard's back.
I need to get this trimmed up. It's
Full force.
got a bit
I
overgrown.
did trim mine a bit yesterday. Get it back in.
Yeah, it's because you always do that for stream, didn't you? You
I
always
know,
want to
I
look
like-
your best.
I like to make myself look good.
Want to look good for the boys.
Right. Where are we going to start?
Got the beards going.
I hear some people like to find out some locations of some bulbs fish or trophy fish. So we're going to start hunting down Old MacArthur, which is a £19 rainbow trout in Lake Miller. So let's get that loading up first.
Lake Miller being one of the lovely new
That's number
lakes.
one. It is one of them. It's nice, isn't it? What do you fancy for time of day? Might as well go. It's nice.
Do so. No, don't do night. They're not going to know where the fish is.
No, I said nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, do something nice. Yeah. Sorry.
I like a bit of sunset.
What's that on your face, Aaron Big Tyler? J, cut off, mate. Ugh, it's just, I've been a lazy boy. That's the only reason I have a beard. It's not a fashion statement or anything. It is just laziness. To be honest, once I shaved it off, I come into the office and I got
You did get ripped
pretty
apart.
destroyed. Got destroyed from everyone, from the secretary to the head of development. Wasn't a good day for me. I do look about 10 years old without it. I think my voice even goes higher if I shave.
Just literally tied to it. Right, so people on the hunt for Old MacArthur, you're going to go north from the old Hereford boat ramp, if I'm reading that right.
Yep, yeah, I think.
Head a little bit north from there, and then you're looking just off this bank bit up here. Is your best bet. Make sure I'm in relation to the right bit.
You're going to catch it now as well, aren't you?
I'm going to try my best.
Are you actually? Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
going to try. Yeah, just where this bump is actually. I've gone a little too far. So just around here. Yeah, about there. Where that little... But can you see it better on this map? Now I've lost focus. Of course I have. Can't see me on that map, can you? 'Cause I think the actual icon's over it.
So you've gone north of the...
North of that
You can
ramp.
still see it on that
Just
mini
where
map
that
there.
little point pops out there and it comes back in.
You can hide the fish finder as well, can't you?
Oh yeah.
Don't know how much that's going to help.
I remember how to do it.
Is it back? I can't... Oh no, is it B?
It's showing good. 'Cause you're
Yes, yes.
yeah.
PC Master Race, my friend.
Just where it's popping out. I'm pointing at that screen like everyone can see what I'm pointing at. Let's give this a go. What have we got on inventory wise? Yeah, we got some lures.
Doing good, cheers, Scooby Hayes. Big updates out now, so pretty chill for us. Working on the next working on the next features that are going to come up. Working on all the new content for you guys. Darth Badger saying you can hide a small community of pygmies in the beard. Sam's still longer than mine, but I think if I straightened it, mine would be pretty impressive.
I'm not ashamed. I straightened mine. I've done like a right ponce with it.
I wasn't even trying to grass you up there. I was just pointing out I've got curly
I got
beard.
special comb, heated comb for it.
He does straighten it though. So now
It's
you
got
guys know.
lengthy. You won't realise how small my chin is underneath that. That's the next issue, though. It's not what we're looking for. We're on the hunt for big game, rare game.
Hey, Dennis Young, yeah, cheers for the suggestion, mate. He wants rubber pants for when you're carp fishing, because you're going to the water obviously wearing...
Oh, waders?
Yeah, well, yeah, waders.
Rubber pants.
That'd be nice. Oh, I always want more customisation,
I was just
man.
picturing like a speedo.
That's going to be a rough old...
I was going to say.
Don't get in the Thai lake in that. Don't want to be going in
No.
Gillam's in just a set of Speedos. Scooby's asking how the eels are coming along. How do you feel about that, Sam? I heard you got it trending, didn't you? Is this your movement?
This is one of my movements, up that and big. Two things. I keep pushing it. It's in the hierarchy, that's about all I can say. But I think there's some, maybe more fish you might be excited to see come before that, I don't know. As I said, it's brown, not rainbow. That's right, getting nearer.
LFC Sean, need more really big fish. I like it. Keep it simple.
How
Keep
big?
it sweet.
How big?
We're always trying to go bigger. I mean, I'm hoping you've possibly played
Is it like
Gillam's, the Thai lake with the absolute fatties.
big, swole, and then hench. So,
Swole. I'm pretty swole these days.
I was going to say, I did mention it last time you've been hitting the gym.
They're all
Definitely
thinking, wow,
one
is that the
of the
same guy? Look how
It's
big
like,
he's got.
You can't even
my.
fit in frame anymore, that's how big he is.
God, it's a bit stuffy in here. Not a lot of room to move around with these huge arms. I'm so big now.
So the fish don't stand a chance, you just whip them out. Really.
We cast so far now, in game even.
Is that rainbow?
Got £510 in Thailand, nice one. Yeah, I mean, I can't promise you what's coming up next or anything, but you know, we're always looking to add bigger fish and new species, try and mix it up, make the game feel fresh.
All the cogs are turning to make it happen. The art, the engineering, the design, QA, it's all on board. It's been nice we've been a little bit slower since obviously going big with the launch, but everything is still in motion. Oh, we probably jumped.
Scooby Hayes, when is the 2v2 match happening?
Oh, we,
Dun dun dun!
now
I'm
you're
back
back.
now. I'm back. I've been practicing.
We didn't tell them that we're doing bass fish hunting today, but we were going to call it U1 Season 1, which was before Pro Tour. U1 4-1 from our...
Oh, yeah, sorry, Sam's now talking. So me and Sam had for anyone who's only just recently started watching, me and Sam were having a bit of a run-in
1v1
competition. And I think I won 4-1. I think I pretty much gave him one of the rounds. I don't know, I could be making that up.
It was a rainbow, I got excited. It's not what we want.
No, not
Big
quite.
enough.
Look at you flexing all your Fishing Sim World Pro, the deluxe edition gear.
Yeah, I know.
Black and gold. Keep it fresh.
So do I go bigger? All right on the bubble gum though.
Scooby and Darth Badger, now I'm back with a vengeance.
Yeah,
I'll talk to Stephen after the stream today and we'll sort something out. Again, hopefully this time we'll actually be able to 2v2 instead of a whatever we tried doing that improv last time. It was fun. Ready for you guys to destroy us again. It's not good for ego, that's the thing. Like, the morale the next day drops.
It's a wreck of a man.
Like, surely, I just get into work, I sit at my desk and I just think, I look at Sam and I think Scooby Hayes and Big Timer should be sitting here.
Oh, that's a bass, isn't it? Try for a few more goes, but we are going to divulge some more boss fish on other lakes. We're going to have a little dig and see if we can actually get it.
Yeah, mate. I'm laughing, but I'm crying underneath. Will you guys please catch a channel catfish with dead bait on stream, also float fish on an American lake? So that's an interesting one. So we was looking at the float fishing stuff earlier on the American lakes because we wanted to see just like what it was like, you know, try and relate to what everyone's saying about how it feels. And to be honest, I think we do need to make a few more adjustments to that to make it a bit more possible. I can't say for sure, but it's something we need to look more into basically. Please fix the lag in multiplayer. It's pretty bad, especially in the bows. I haven't actually heard anyone say that, so I'll again, that's something we can look at after the stream ends. We can go in, we can have a little multiplayer test. I'll let QA know and ask them to keep an eye out for it as well.
Lost a fat bass. I'm not happy.
Lost a fatty.
Yeah, not what I'm looking for, but still on the hunt.
Prowling. Zoots UK TV. He wants to know what's new in the update. Let me help you out there, Darth Badger.
Have you got some?
Nah, I'm not reading this. Obviously, I know off by heart. Yeah. So multiplayer, we've added back in the option for unlimited session length. So now you don't have to play to a timer. Fixed a section of Lake Miller with no water. We've made it so that equipment you own appears at the top of the list in the default sort option. Named trophy fish weight is no longer tracked under the species best weight, so now your best weight on the species will show the best weight you've caught for a non-named trophy fish. We had a glitch where the character wore 2 hats instead of 1. I think it was just a fashion statement, to be honest, but whatever. Tackle points displayed didn't decrease when purchasing. We fixed boilies and equipment back that cannot be used in the throwing stick or spod rod, and then it's pretty much just some miscellaneous minor bug fixes, quality of life issues, that kind of thing. It's not a crazy update today, just trying to fix a few things basically.
A little medical shot patch maybe.
Yeah.
A little jab.
Gave it a little doctoring.
A little TLC. A little pat on the head, a little rub.
Make it shine. Bit of spit of polish.
Buffer up.
Double hat was bait.
What's better than 1 hat? 2 hats. Maybe we went the wrong way, could have added a 3rd. Oh jeez.
Ronnyman Rogers, thank you for the update. Love the game. Keep it up. Thank you very much, mate.
Means a lot.
Keep enjoying it. We keep doing our best. Matt Hall, is the glitches fixed?
We need to specify
that's too vague for us. Although development hell is fixing 1 glitch and creating 3 more. So I'm sure that there's going to be things that pop up. Just as ever, you guys let us know, keep us updated, and we'll do our best to roll the fixes out as and when. Oh, see, this is how I know I need to trim it up, because it's getting in my, like, it's just
lip.
the moustache getting in the,
Yum.
getting in that top lip. Any new tackle or fish? Not in the update today, sorry. Will Dovetail be at the Forest Wood Cup? Well, I'm going to hazard a guess at no.
What's the Forest Wood Cup?
I think we're being kept out of the loop, potentially.
First time hearing it is.
Scooby Hayes, so when are you going to sort out multiplayer when you are not the host? Sorry, what? I might be being a bit stupid here. What exactly do you mean? Big Time with Jay, Aaron Sam, is the no time limit back in this update? Yes, it's back.
Back with a vengeance.
Are you looking into fixing the rod physics? Something we always want to improve on, and the physics system's quite a hard one to look at because, as you can probably imagine, so much stuff is actually tied to the physics system that one tweak on one thing could absolutely destroy everything else. So it's something we've got to approach with a lot of caution.
It's like a game of Kaplunk with that thing. Anytime we mention physics to our engineer, it's just like it's going to be an issue.
You see a little bit of sweat.
It's like, oh, we'd like to do this. Physics is going to be an issue. It's like, oh, but it'd be so good. Laws of relativity bringing me back down to earth, unfortunately. Got Bassie here.
Oh, okay, so that tournament is the FLW Tour Big Tournament. That's something we're going to have to check out then. We're probably going to have to watch that, well, either online or on TV, however we can get hold of it. Great game, guys. Commentary for tournament mode would make it a lot more entertaining. Oh, that would be nice. I think the difficulty with that is just... I think it's just the sheer number of events, I guess. To make the voice very unique, each event would require a lot of recording, a lot of
I'm pretty sure it was
fast-going game.
I'm pretty sure it was on Scott's original design.
Yeah,
it's
I'm not
something we
surprised.
actually don't call out much on. We don't normally call out the audio team to say well done as well.
Yeah.
It's on my pad, but good on them guys as well. Because again, with the capacity of what they got, they do a darn good job of making everything sound OP.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised at what the guys get up to on the audio team. Like, so Scott will do a lot of. So let's say we wanted to release a lake in whatever area of America. Scott will then do research, find out what birds are there, and he really goes in on it.
I do
Fully
like
committed.
I like it sometimes as well when it's something just random, like if it was a random noise, and he's just like, "Oh, can I record that? It might become useful one day." So.
Oh, Big Timer J, so he wants to know when we're getting dedicated servers.
Oh.
So that's a complicated question, man. Dedicated servers is something that is a priority for us, but it is also finding the right time for it.
It's a big job.
Yeah, it's going to be a big job, but if and when we can make that happen, it'll be so nice. It'll just
we want it.
Yeah, trust
it's
me.
Not just you for that one.
I've said it before. I'm a big multiplayer man, so that really just opens the doors for us to do so much more if we can have dedicated servers.
I think it might be time to move on to the next boss fish. I've not had much luck.
Poverty, mate.
I'm thinking what? About 20 minutes in, we start about 10 minutes late.
Oh yeah. So about 10 minutes in.
I want to give the other fish there. One of your favourites, I think, has come out with that old Poseidon.
Oh yeah.
You always love Poseidon.
So, I don't know. It just sounds nice. I just really like the myths.
You like
Bit of Poseidon.
You've been getting into your old mythology a lot recently.
It just happens. Really. I've fallen into a rabbit hole.
I do like your what's Aaron's random rabbit hole of the week. We should make that a segment this week. Just like, what's it this week?
Mate.
And it's just Greek mythology. That's it. You don't need to tell us anymore.
Next month. Oh, how's the Greek myth stuff going, Aaron? Oh, nah. Got bored of that, mate.
Got another Bassie. No luck.
Scooby Hayes giving us the repro steps to go in multiplayer, on the boats, join a game with someone else, and you'll see. Alright, nice one. Thanks a lot, mate. David Pratt, we need something to spend all our tackle points on, and all the dollars gained in career mode have no use. So, the tackle point stuff, granted, we need to just get more stuff into the game. Like, as we'll literally do that as and whenever we can, but getting stuff into the game often requires licenses and design and this kind of stuff. But we'll always be updating with new equipment and things like that. With the dollars in career mode, I know that might seem a bit confusing, but it's more that it's your player's value, I guess, as an angler. So you've been gaining loads of followers, and the goal of the career mode is just to become worth as much as possible almost, so you can sort of brag about that number to your friends. I think it'd be nice if we showed the number of seasons as well, because then you can say, look, after 6 seasons I was worth this, and then if you can compare to your mates or whatever.
You want to give him the little... I'm going to go over to Johnson. You want to give him that Poseidon breakdown?
Poseidon?
Should be over there for Johnson.
Yes, Johnson.
I'm going to get you loaded up. Well, you can choose the weather and whatnot.
I need to know where this puppy is, though. I mean, I'd obviously know.
It's actually in your favourite bay.
Is it actually?
Actually is. So I've already disclosed that.
You just closed what, sorry?
I said disclose.
Oh, disclose that, yeah. You might have heard of the infamous Baker's Bay.
Your home turf.
They want more animals in the lake, and then Darth Badger said, like that ruddy dog barking on Grand Union makes me jump every time. See, that's the perfect example of what our audio team gets up to. Scott was like, oh yeah, I've snuck a little dog in. He was like, okay, fair enough. I think he gave it a name maybe as well, I can't remember. Makes you jump though, that's nice. It's doing its job.
Spoof poof. Like and channel catfish don't bite dead bait. I will do more research into this, because they should.
I'm trying to think if I've caught a pike on a dead bait or not. I thought I had, but for all I know, something could have broke between me doing that and... Right, guys, Poseidon is literally in the middle of Baker's Bay.
Dead scent.
Exactly. It's the star of the show. Poseidon. We're talking about the god of water here.
Texas AM6. Add more sponsors to Jersey. More sponsor positions, because that can be difficult, or just more of them. Because yeah, it's something we'd like to do. That again comes down to licensing issue, mainly.
We would like to see both those things, but if there are complications for the art team to do that, it can become...
like the position of the actual graphic is one thing to consider, because we don't want them to look like distorted. If we throw even more at it, it's sort of a limitation of the engine, depending if we can push it anymore. But more sponsors, yeah, it's just as of when people want to get signed in.
Get rid of this simple casting.
Big Timer J gift system to send tackle points to one another. I could see that being useful if you've got a new player joining in and you've just got abundances of them. To us, I think what we need is, like, again, we need something else that you can do with them. And there's some ideas in the works, and some of them are pretty big though, so it's a case of as of when we get to that.
Sorry, I was just...
No, you carry on. You
counting in my head the little rhythm to...
Oh, you're...
Getting
stop and go?
Yeah.
You do like that?
Just feels a bit more active for me, I guess. All about...
No, it's for you. Each their own. I'm lazy. I like a constant and just chill out. Christopher Bahil, could there be a boat flip aspect added to the bass fishing? You mean like flipping the boat? Right.
We did hear something today from someone regarding boat collision as it goes.
I don't know. I can understand it'd be funny. There is some licensing issue because obviously some of the boats are licensed, so I don't know how much they would allow us to essentially allow them to collide or flip. Zoot 2's UK TV. Birds, animals would be easy for you to add in. If you want, we can definitely pass that on to the audio team.
I don't think he means just audio. I think he's...
Oh, you mean the physical ones? So, I don't know how far along it is, or where it's even planned, or if it will get fully implemented. But I have seen some work going on to put that sort of thing in.
It was like some tests to see how it affected performance,
again, that's,
and that kind of thing.
The big thing for it. But it's something we definitely would like to do. But as of when, we don't know. Scooby Hayes Swan Ducks. The odd angry goose. Would you want it to actually, like, have a go at you? Minigame, you have to wrestle it off the boat?
It'll be the only voice line in the game is that your character going, oi, give it a little bat.
See, Sean should be able to make own lake, then share them online and make bait.
That'd be awesome. Big feature.
Big features.
That would require a lot of work.
But What I'm going to say is there's a design board somewhere that might have something similar to those ideas written down.
I just struggled that fight.
I'm not surprised. Look how fat that thing is. It's hench.
I think I got very lucky to
10
not lose
pounder.
it.
Woo.
Take that. No Poseidon. But she do.
Oh. Rogers. No, I think he means flipping fish onto the boat. You can do that already if you can pull a fish onto
I think
the
it's... Is it only with the bass at the moment?
Something that can jump. We don't have it there. You can just haul any of them like straight on there. But if you flip a bass into your boat, you will finish the fish fight instantly. I had a kid with a snotty nose asking you, caught anything yet? Every 5 minutes. I could imagine that getting irritating.
Yeah, I don't have kids. Let's not do that to myself, eh?
Musaka live bait. I don't know if we're allowed to do it where it's our company rating thing, isn't it? Like more of a like we don't harm the fish. I don't know if they'd allow us to put in like a live fish, which we know is going to get bit. Not sure.
Are you talking about live bait? Sorry.
Because I know we now have dead bait. Then we kind of got around it because it's like we did have the concept of like, could you catch a small fish, could you then turn it into a dead bait as an idea? But it was like, oh, technically you're harming the fish. We're like free conservation and all that. It's like, but I don't know. Might be able to get away with it. Hashtag stock pond. Oh.
Wait, is that already been started?
Big time of Jay's now. He's raising that banner first. It's another one with the list.
If it's got a hashtag at the beginning, then I guess it has to happen.
It has to happen. It's how we get traction going to make things happen. Here's Poseidon trophy fish of the week. Yeah, we're doing 3 trophy fish this week. We already went through MacArthur because I didn't realise this was a thing that we're doing if it's a weekly thing, but Poseidon's just one of your faves, isn't it? Other than Little Don, it's probably your... I think Little Don makes everybody smile.
Little Don.
Fatty.
He's cheeky.
Came out from Megalodon's shadow.
I'm not sure that's right.
And you thought there was just one, and you find out there's 2.
What's Megalodon been up to, eh? That's the question.
K12 Outdoors at Arcanus Lake. Lots of famous fisheries in here. Okay. We'll add that onto the list of places people would like to go. Because that's probably the other thing that we'd like to ask. Is like, where would you like to go? New treble bringing back hashtag eels. Never gets old. And I will keep poking Des about this. I'm not poking him about beards, eels. So, well, the other one finally happened, didn't it? Hats and sunglasses in career mode finally made it through. Took a lot of poking. But Big Daddy Des.
What's going on? Oh,
Did finally happen.
I can testify Sam definitely does do this, because even though I haven't been streaming lately, Sam's still been coming along, showing his face, making his presence known, and every single time he comes back and he just starts talking about the hashtags basically. He loves them.
I like some trend.
He's fighting your corner.
Try my best. Nightcliff Tigers Fishing Club Media. It's a long name. Nile River, Nile Perch Monsters. We do want to get to rivers. Biggest problem we have with rivers is moving water physics. Told you those physics coming back, in there. But yeah, I think that'd be an awesome place to go.
Where the fish?
Where the fish at? Christopher Hill, would it be difficult to add a co-angler tournament where 2 people fish off the same boat? It's reading my brain. Swear down. You've been hacking into my documents. Yes, we'd love to do that.
Again.
I don't know. Think of a hashtag for it and we'll poke Big Daddy.
Hashtag co-angling.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I really had to dig deep to find that.
So quick, just like bam, bam, bam. Angel, can you guys add the animation where you lip the bass and not just skip where you're holding it? Maybe.
You don't want to see the fade black.
Yeah. Maybe. We can ask. It mainly comes down to the scope of the animation, of how hard it would be to do it, and yeah, his time. But we don't call out the animate, right? I know we call out the art team. Big up the animate. He does good stuff.
We love them together with the art team.
It's a hard job though. I think another one that gets underappreciated is just like
100%.
little subtle things like that, from like fish, characters, everything. K12 Outdoors, add bass jigs in the game. Yes, we'd like to add bass jigs. And chatterbaits. Yes, we'd like to add. We're always going to want to add more bait. We're never going to say no to bait. Again, just comes down to which ones we're allowed to add. Again, licensing. How hard are they to animate, build, set up to be the right fish interaction, all that jazz. Yeah, Red Dead, this is from Zooty UK TV. Red Dead Redemption 2 has great running water fishing. Maybe check their system out. I don't know if they just share it, and the only thing with Red Dead is their team that probably built that feature is probably the size of our team. So I've seen it. It's the same in like Sea of Thieves. Their dynamic water is awesome, but yeah, it's bit of a jump compared to that sort of cost of our game and the manpower behind it.
Oh, 100%, yeah. We're definitely, like, on the scale of things compared to Rockstar. I mean, the clue's in the name, Rockstar, Dovetail. You know, they're a lot bigger than us, and they've got a lot more resources available, basically. But yeah, we do always look at games like that to see. Like, water is something we look at in every time we look at water in any game, it's always like, oh, look at their water, look how they've done it.
Far Cry was another one that did it well. Final Fantasies as well, even though it was a bit easy fishing, but the actual aesthetic of everything still looked
very
spot
nice.
on. But yeah, it's definitely something. I know people are on the case for flowing water. Did I Rick 13 fish tank for best fish? It's going to be hench fish tank, like Megalodon. Where are you going to put this arapaima? I think you're going to need a pond, like a big pond at that. But no, we have also juggled around with that idea of like, how do you display the trophy sort of catches that you've got in a more interesting way?
Yeah, I mean, they're the stars of the game, I guess. Like, they're almost like the main characters, so it makes sense that people want to flex them, show them off, let people know what they have and haven't caught.
Matt Hall, can you change the way we hold fish on US lakes? Because when you hold Marshall, you've got him in a chokehold.
Give him the choke slam.
Yeah, we can definitely look into that. That might just need something tweaking on him. Because again, that's where it gets, again, an animation issue where you've got so many different varieties of fish. To hold them different ways becomes a lot of work for bass fish variants in different ways. But yeah, we definitely don't want no one strangling any fish. LFC Sean, can you add bivvies? Again, people reading my brain and they're hacking into my work documents. It's on my list of can we have it, so I hope so.
It's in that same bracket with the chairs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really,
the chair has been annoying me since I started. I just want to sit in it. It's chair, you know it well. Off topic, I used to test Train Simulator 1, obviously, as you know, we produced both games. And they put a bench in that you could, not, it was meant to symbolise, you could take, it's a nice photo spot, so you can sit. Well, you can't sit, that's the bit I'm getting to. You can take pictures of the trains from that position, and you can't sit on the chair. And it annoyed me. I used to crouch in it though, as close as I could get. Caroline Gibbs, hi, all, nice to see you back, Aaron.
Hello, Caroline. It's been a while. Back.
Risen from the ashes.
Like a phoenix. That's not a Greek myth, but we can still talk about phoenixes. I've caught 3 bass so far. My biggest is £10, the other 2 are 6. Don't know what I've got here.
I imagine you need a sea life centre for arapaima. Yes. That's how big they are. You can get in them no problem.
I mean, you need special equipment on a lake even to have them in it.
Yeah, they lift them out in that big box thing so they don't break their spines. Which I find quite funny for how hench that fish is. It's that delicate that if you pulled it out of the water too fast, you might kill it.
It's literally a fish that has survived since like prehistoric ages.
I don't know
but
how.
it's so fragile.
Yes. Other than its big bone head, like if it hits you with that, you would know about it. It probably could knock you out. But I saw Des wants to add the two-handed pose. Thank you from K2 Outdoors. If it was above £10, add two-handed holding. That makes sense. So, Daytona 1973 is now following. Thank you very much, and hello.
Hello.
And
Oh, I was about to say, wait, is this a
hashtag
trout?
landing nets having a cut have to
Or
come
is this
in.
a fat bass? Show me Poseidon.
He's being a.
Oh, it's just a standard.
This is still a 12
It's-
pound.
yeah,
I'd
it's a
say.
bit of a big boy.
Standard.
Right. Oh, that's a nice note to end on for this one.
Hmm.
Might be time to
You wanna
move
go?
on to the third trophy fish for the day. Haven't been able to catch Poseidon, but 12-pound 2-ounce bass. If I didn't try them, whew.
We're going on the last one then.
Yes.
Do you want to carry on?
Yeah, I don't mind, mate. I'm pretty
Okay.
easy. Get a bit more familiar with the controls again.
Big time.
Warming
Where's the
back up.
giant location on Lago del Mondo? You have to wait until next time. But I can put that down as boss fish of the week, maybe for next week.
Are we on Port Hose now?
Mm.
Is that the one? Is that its name? Port House. Port House.
Porthos? maybe?
Porthos. I definitely didn't name this one, guys.
Is this one of the ones I did?
I'm not sure, mate, to be honest with you.
Is it one of the... Did I put them in boulder? I named 3 of them after the 3 Musketeers. I'm pretty sure that might be one of them.
Oh, okay. I remember you saying about this.
Dropping that law. Sorry, where was I up in the chat? Oh yeah, if you want to...
Pass that
You
here.
have that there.
That
You've got
bit of
the
paper
bits.
it's not got anything on it. It's just a plain bit of paper, guys. I know all
We
this
can't-
stuff off by
I
heart.
can't flash it at the camera. I know you'll all freeze frame it.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
10-man tournament settings online but offline, if that makes sense. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
That's from Chad Boneman. Yeah, I don't get what you mean. Where was we? It must be cool to have more than 4 players on PS4 of the game since Friday. It's very addictive. We only do 4 players on console, don't we?
Yes.
This was due to console limitation. We have tried going up.
It's a performance issue again. Consoles just basically struggle with it a little bit more than the PC. It's not, again, dedicated servers is, again, the fix for that, basically. Yeah, we're looking into it, doing research. Don't want to make a decision on doing anything too rashly. Want to make sure that it's definitely worth it. And, yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, sometime soon. Soon TM. I shouldn't use the word soon, really.
Scooby Hayes, how do I claim the Facebook combo one today? Stephen, hopefully you're looking at that screen.
Where am I going, mate?
It's like, cause I think I can't remember.
Is it like here?
You make your map a bit bigger. Oh, you already have over here.
Show me it. Because I'm struggling.
I think you're about right.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
here,
you're
isn't
right.
it?
Yeah.
Near the Derby boat ramp.
Daytona, I mean, you're looking for old lost Giganti.
That's an absolutely woeful printout.
I mean,
I mean, plain bit of paper.
we will divulge that at some point, but not this week. Artful Dodger, And sit down and zoom on your float or bite alarm with the bobbins and watch the bites in the runs. From the chair, you mean? Yeah, that would be the ideal. I have a doc written for it. Hopefully one day it'll become more than just a pipe dream. Someone's struggling with a Richard Masson. I still can't catch Basilisk the trophy pike in mana. Any tips, please? I'm tearing my hair out. I've put a stupid amount of hours in for this. Big spoon. They like spoons and big baits. It's about all that. As we all know, obviously average, the bust fish are normally bigger than most of the species. All I can say is go big. With the smaller lakes though, a bust fish doesn't have like a habitat area. It's just where does it want to mooch. But they do use the simulation obviously like a real pike would. So I could say like target deep areas, target under things that they would use for cover, because they will take notice of that thing. Sweet, Stephen's on it. Long nose from Caroline gives the long nose guard glitch out on PS4. I don't know what that glitch is, but maybe.
Hashtag blame Des. That's a hashtag I can get behind, man.
The only thing is,
come on, Desmond.
It's
though.
blame Big Daddy Des. Don't forget that. I've heard people calling him Uncle Des. He's not my uncle. He's Big Daddy Des.
I don't know. I don't like the way you say it. Worries me at times.
Saw someone saying hand. Before you go off the screen, Pikeinator49, add hands to first person view. Yes, we'd like to do that. The whole first person thing needs redoing.
Yeah.
It's not been given any love since all this other stuff come, but it's definitely something we'd like.
I mean, I never ever see anyone playing it in first person, but is that because the first person just isn't that good, or is that because, like, even if we worked on first person view, do you guys think a lot of people would be using that over the third person?
Christopher Beale. Will the amount of time it takes to get a bass into the boat be trimmed down? It seems to take a lot longer than normal to get one on the boat. I don't know, to be honest. If that's the kind of consensus that everyone feels it's too long, we can look at pretty much under the hood. If I'm talking about like how it's actually built, the fish has an energy bar and how much force it can exert based on how size it is and how much energy it has, and that will determine how long your fish fight goes. But if there's consensus that it feels too long, it's definitely something we can look at. We've got a lot of variables to play with. But we've had this come up before. At one point we made it too easy, then we made it too hard, and then we reeled it back in a bit. So yeah, it's something that's ongoing. So it's probably the hardest thing to find out for fish research is how does one feel under a fish fight, because it's quite subjective.
It's got fish taking line. I think it's coming back in.
What? It's got to be big then, right?
Potentially.
It might be the potential.
I would say it's probably not a bass.
Pike and out barbel rods where you watch the tip of the rod. I didn't really know that was a thing. I guess you should have a rod. I think if you were sitting in the chair, you should be able to probably choose lines of focus. So it'll be like, yeah, the bob and end of the rod, an arm. That's a good idea. I like that. Did I miss one of the messages? I saw someone saying that them and their wife really like the game. Thank you. I keep trying to keep up with these comments. Admittedly, I did ramble on about something a minute ago, didn't I? Will there be any new boats added? Yes. When? Can't say. But there will be.
I just zoned out, looked the other way and lost the fish. It's hard playing without audio as well, though.
It is a bit odd, yeah. And again, big up to the audio crew. It's quite
No,
impactful.
what have I done?
You mean you could have just lost that boss? Well, that's worse.
I could have done.
Could have been the one.
Oh.
Where are we at? Oh, I need 2 graphs for line tension and hook hold, so we know what we'll give up first. Well, there might be something coming like it. But when, I don't know, and can't tell you, because Big Daddy Des might give me some punishment. But yeah, it's something we're looking at. It's not that kind of punishment.
What's going on? This needs to stop, guys. This needs to stop right now. Oh my word.
What about live scopes, rounder upgrades? This is from Tiger's Media. What about live scopes, sounder upgrades, or better sounder images? I don't know what you mean. Before you go off the page, 1080 Kevin Shepherd also be cool to make sea fishing like Caribbean, Amazon. No, pace for fishing piranhas before that moves off. Yeah, we would like to do more fishing stuff, but we've only just, I don't even know if we've finished. I'd probably say we haven't finished getting the whole bass predator experience right, but we do want to explore different fishing styles, but there's a lot of them, but we'd want to give them time and dedication that we do to everything else, so not at this time.
Well said.
Thank you.
Sea stuff, we always talk about the sea stuff. We're like, I mean, obviously this is just an opinion, and it's something we talk about a lot internally, but it does feel very much like a, you know, when it is, we're going to do it when it feels right. We might do it when it feels right, should I say. But, you know, we have those discussions. Sea fishing would be awesome.
Tiger Media canoe fishing as well. You never know.
Canoe fishing?
When is the fix update coming out? It's out today. We had a load of fixes dropping this first update. It's literally out now. I'm sure there's still other bugs that will inevitably need fixing though. As like we said, it's 1 bug out, 3 bugs in. It's an annoying hierarchy.
We trust you guys will let us know as ever. I've got to concentrate here because I don't want to lose another one.
You carry on. Oh, depth sounder, showing the fish we can call them sounders in Australia. Sorry, you might call it a graph. You mean the fish finder? But I didn't know it was called something different. It's interesting to know. But yeah, not that I'm saying I'm OP, but it was in my original design. But again, yeah, it just comes down to making them different and then how it actually works. So it was annoying a feature that didn't make it in, but it might be one day. I hope so.
£18
Scooby Hayes, I'm going to call him Big Daddy Des until I either don't work here or I drop down dead. I'm calling it now. He BBD to me.
Oh my word.
None of this uncle. Luke Haloverson, if I have probably butchered pronouncing that. Great game overall though, lots of fun. Keep up the great work, DTG. Aww. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it, because a lot of blood, sweat and tears went into getting this update out. A lot of late nights, quite a few weekends. It was rough for a while, but we finally made it to that finish line.
Seeing the end result's always, well, it's just always a good feeling when you work that hard on something.
Mm-hmm.
Really glad to see people enjoying it. We know it's not perfect. We'll always improve it.
So I was doing that research about the other day where it's just like a game is never finished, it's just shipped.
Yeah, that's pretty, yeah.
And I think that's how it will always be, and that's why we're not stopping work on it. So
that's pretty much what happened the moment games went digital. Instead of just being on disc, it's just been like that pretty much ever since, hasn't it?
Okay, so any plans to add waypoints to the graph? This would be a big help. I would again swear, people, you're hacking into my designs. Yes, we'd love to do that. It's something else that was put forward as a concept, but again, it's time and mechanics of how we make it do it. So maybe one day. And GPS markers, yeah. Yeah, we'd like that too. But again, it's functionality and time. Poseidon says, is your broadband connection to fibre? As I am though, as I'm through the phone line and have to play on medium settings and having issues with game like reels breaking. Yeah, we're on fibre here. Pretty sure.
We're on what, sorry?
Fibre.
Oh, I have no idea.
Internet wise, and imagine they got to have fibre to the building. Pike and phone and barbler hard fighting fish. I got snapped by one fish in the river last week in flood condition. Had a 4 ounce weight on. So, do you think we need to ramp up this barbel action? Is this what I'm taking from this? No, there's plenty of beers with Big Daddy Des. No Uncle I'm hanging out with. See, Uncle Des's ears must be really burning. No, because he's Big Daddy. I go bird fishing on the river wharf. They fight good on there. Got pulled in a few times. Really? Yeah, really. Again, yeah, this is rare. I've never fought a barbel in real life. Anything what was it? I only caught perch when we went canal fishing, and I've only ever been sea fishing beyond that. Might be something else we need to get arranged, because then again we've got well, not us, but a couple of people in our development team are going on another American venture, and one of I'd say, let's call him the fish engineer for now, because he's the man who controls, again, everything under the hood that is related to the fish. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good experience for him, because he took a lot when we went canal fishing last time. So I think when he's going to go bass fishing, he's going to come back with lots of mechanical and ideas that he's going to cram into our game. Luke Everson. Yeah, even basic markers will help a ton. Work on colours on different shapes. Just give us some dots. It's still not as easy as putting dots on a map for relative 3D space. I wish it was. We could just type in hashtag dots and it did its job, but yeah, it doesn't quite work that way. Also, hashtag isn't code, is it? It'd be // you know. What'd you get? Tiger muskie?
Yeah, didn't do too sad.
That's alright.
Oof. My fingers have gone a bit. Just need to stretch them out a bit after holding down that real thick button.
Still no lake trout from official JP123. Sad times. The fish wizard. I'd say he's pretty wizardry. He's definitely an engineering genius, I'd say, because I don't know how I think you get that with good engineers, though. If anyone else has been in the presence of that's when I realised I can't be an engineer.
What, when you spoke to an engineer?
I asked one to help me do something, and then to watch an engineer work, I was just like, I know what I'm good at, and it's not what he's doing right now. It was just like, it was so like, I can understand some code and everything else, but yeah, it was just like, how fast the one I was observing do it was just like, I don't know.
Hey man, it's not a natural gift, you know. People work hard to get good at that kind of stuff.
Give them that. It's definitely a talent, but it's just like, I don't know. I think like just my brain. Every time I've tried to do coding pretty in depth, it's just, ugh. Maybe that's my downfall. That's right. Hashtag Big Daddy Des. Everyone call it out, yeah.
I just have a little look left at, you know, Daddy Des seems to be the topic of the day, basically.
So we're going to have to
Daddy
name...
Desmondo.
It's going to have... Oh, I've forgotten about that. I haven't called him Desmondo in a long time. Don't think that should be the name of this stream when it gets put up afterwards. Had a button for auto fish for LF Sean. What do you mean just like a bot? We can't just put a bot in the game. Be like aimbotting it with fish. Do you imagine we better make your own pond and steal all the trophy fish from the world lakes and add them to my lake? That sounds like some sort of Dick Dastardly plan of like, I'm going to build a pond, I'm going to fly around the world and source every popular fish from every lake and keep them in my lake. It'd be a cool idea. Big job. All that little Evan Rude band on there though. It's quite nice. I'll hold it up there.
Wearing all his favourite brands.
Representing every time I stay hydrated.
Is that a
Buy an
sponsor
engine.
then?
Not a sponsored video.
Just got to clear that up.
Official JP123 fish suggestions. Lake trout, grayling, striped bass. Oh, you mean because lake trout's different to a brown. My brain's catching up. Yeah, we'd like to add more fish. That's always going to be. So we have a board in the office that has a list of fish on it. It's where they fall in within a time frame is just manpower. But you'll definitely see more fish. Gunner 2116. Good job. This one. Good job on this one when I can read. Love the game. Big thumbs up. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Scooby says Hayes is what I hoped. You gents can catch more fish than this in the 2v2.
I mean, my only defence is I'm not going for hotspots. I'm going to play. I'm looking for specific fish, but
going for some legendary fish.
I do feel what you're saying, brother. This is not my finest hour.
Darth Vader, Dick Dastardly, I love it. Right, I think Baker could make a spin-off from Catch the Pigeon for.
Do you want to get a cheeky 5 minutes in, maybe? Try and catch this fish?
Yeah, alright.
Because my hands are...
You feeling a bit...
Oof. On that trigger finger.
I can relieve your pain for a bit.
Just need to do some stretches before I come on in future, that's all.
Limber up. We get one of them areas for the bowling alley. Just like...
Get a roller as well.
What do I want? What you got?
Poor excuses. That's all I am. That's all I've got in the back pocket for you, man. Excuses, and they're not good ones either.
No.
Feeder fishing, please. Plus PVA bags, PVA mesh.
No, you've put on the
That'd
old
be cool.
bloody... Oh, that one. That's right, I prefer basic. I am basic. No, you prefer total. I don't want that cast iron, I want the old sidey.
Yeah, the side cast just looks nice, man. Get that out there.
And
we're still looking for what we have, Porthos, named after one of the Three Musketeers.
I'm pretty sure I named it. Did I put it? Yeah, it is the one that's D'Artagnan's in there.
It's what, sorry?
D'Artagnan's in there as well, see?
D'Artagnan. Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Porthos, Arthos, Armis. That's right. I went down a musketeer rabbit hole and I...
Well, it does happen.
You've got Greeks, I've got musketeers. Or just mythology, doesn't have to be Greek for you, is it? Or is it
I'll get there. I'll get to the Egyptian stuff at some point. That'd be.
just a matter of
I'm sure that'd be a great read. Now you know how my hands feel after 6 hours on fishing. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. Well, I might have to try and get like I don't know, maybe an auto reel. Double tap LT and it just keeps reeling until you double tap it again. That'd be pretty cool.
Would you want that for like your stop and go though, or would you want it? Would you think like?
I would only use that in a fish fight. I think I wouldn't use that in a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like it's full on down.
Like, so you got to think like you can have a fish fight that can last for a couple of minutes. It doesn't sound long, but when you're just holding pressure, keeping pressure on something, just I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a baby. I'm being a baby.
Arrow pilots, isn't they? Because they're long.
Oh yeah, good lord.
I'm still worried about because I said like, is it too long? And Des was like, it's longer in real life. I was like, that's okay then, I guess.
It's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, when we're looking at the fish fights and the time it takes for bites and stuff, you really do need to strike that happy medium between this is a simulator, this feels like real life, and why am I sitting here for hours on a video game not catching fish? You know, you've always got to try and look for that balance.
I'm gonna move just a little bit.
Killing that single player tournaments, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and they're half hour long, aren't they? To help accommodate for
so, yeah, because they were.
Arapaima. Use elastic band. Yeah, I've seen people on the Facebook group with the rubber bands wrapped around it as well, and that is what's making me think like, hey,
do we just
surely we should be doing something instead of making people resort to this.
Gonna let that little drop.
Lobworms, flavoured luncheon meat, trout pellets, ground baits, please. We have good hemp. It's good for attracting European fish. I use it all the time. Yeah, we'll always try and expand on those things. Might be that the things you've specifically mentioned there make it into the game at some point.
So your moustache looks well big from that angle.
From what angle?
I think you were looking at the screen. Lean in like you're reading something. Bit too far, you're out of frame.
If I just...
You're kind of half cut in frame now. There you go. Yeah, it looks hinge.
Not worth. Why can't we have more than one profile in the game? Family members would like to have their own profile. Are you playing on PS4 or Xbox?
I think sure.
Because if you are playing on PS4 or Xbox, I think that if you have the game installed but you use a different PlayStation or Xbox profile, you should be able to have a different save. I'm pretty confident on that.
If they bought it digitally though, I thought you have to have I thought you could do one main account and then you could do family accounts.
I'm not 100% sure about which
into
console, but I remember one of them you could have a parent account. You could have a parent account and then child accounts, and then child accounts can access the game library of the parent account or something similar to that. Can we have AI people fishing on other pegs rather than being a loner on the lake all the time? Oh man, see, this is another thing. So like, we was talking earlier on about how awesome it would be to have wildlife, moving around the lake with AI paths and things like that. Having actual AI anglers is just like a whole other different kettle of fish. It's going to be very hard to make that happen. We're not ruling it out. Like we've spoke about this before in the past. If we can do it, we definitely want to do it. We need some testing and stuff like that though. It would be awesome, just make the lake seem a bit more lively. Sort of, I don't know, it might put the pressure on a bit as well. If you see the AI angler catching fish and you're going on a dry run, you might be a bit like, oh, I'm going to need to step my game up.
You dropped a fishing pun in that sentence.
What did I say?
The old kettle of fish.
I didn't even mean to. It just slips out, man.
Just so fishy.
Yeah, anything to make the lakes feel more lively is definitely stuff we want to do. Just as and when we can. What lakes is for float fishing and what bait to use? So personally, I would suggest any of the lakes that have got carp in rather than bass. Although you should be able to float fish on the US lakes. What bait to use? I'll probably just use a worm or bread flakes or something similar to that.
No maggot.
Little maggot, there you go. There's Sam's top tip. That's his pro tour tip of the day.
Just maggot.
In a year's time, we're going to print all of his top tips out on cards.
Ooh.
Perfect strike. It feels abandoned or something when there's nobody on the docks or anything. Yeah, it feels like a bit of a ghost town, ghost lake, I guess.
That's really where it's low. You're actually in limbo. That's what it is.
Are you going to make the pike jump and tail walk like they do for real? We always want to improve it. Again, that's coming down to the animators getting given the time to improve the animation we've got for the pike. It could happen further down the line, but at the moment I'm not 100% sure. Bears on the banks on the US lakes. Oh, that'd be awesome. You know, I was actually watching some videos the other day of like...
Oh, God.
It was fishing videos. It was related to work, but it kept coming back to bears somehow. And like the bear, it was a cheeky bear to be fair. He was a big boy, but he was coming up to the boat trying to take their... Well, I think it was their dead baits. I'm not 100% sure. He kept just trying to take their fish though, and they kept just trying to hit him around the head, get him to go away. When can we expect flathead and blue catfish? There's not a date I can give you for that. At some point.
They're on the board.
There you go. It's going to happen.
It's in the pipe. The dream board, as I'm going to call it.
Would like to see chub added to the game. That's another species that I'm pretty sure is on the board. Pretty sure we've heard about chub for a while.
Chub thinks in us since Euro, isn't it?
Yeah. Any plans for another EU lake with a £100 carp? Do you know any European lake? If you've got any ideas for European lakes with £100 plus carp, then fire away, man. My 4-year-old daughter is a huge fan of this game. Much love. Oh, nice. Good to see that, you know, getting the younger audience involved as well. What baits are working for Mekongs? Haven't caught a single one in ages. Don't suppose you got any tips for that one, Sam?
It's on Gillam's, isn't it?
Yes.
What channel?
Mekong catfish.
I'm trying to remember what we said. I can't.
We might have to come back to you on that one next time we're here.
They might take boilies.
I seem to recall
I think
boilies being mentioned.
They take both.
What do you mean both? What?
They'll take a dead bait and they'll take a boilie. It's another one. I think everything in Gillam's will potentially take a boilie. So I'd say actually just to ground cover it.
Okay.
You're probably biggest boilies you got, 20 millers. It's not what I wanted, a little channel though.
Yeah, it'll do. That was bigger than the one I caught, I think.
I wish I could spin the camera around. Can you give me that? Hashtag let me spin this camera.
I feel alone in multiplayer too would be great to have bots fishing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just more AI anglers would be good. Again, just even improvements to multiplayer would help with that. Alligator gar on US lakes. What about adding gators? Asking as they don't. Just gator.
Danger zone.
I like that plane on Raysbury. Need different airlines though, make it interesting. Plane spotting whilst fishing. Yeah, that's a nice little mix up, isn't it?
Down.
Carp are over £100 in EU now. Some Austrian lakes and French lakes, they have exceeded £100 now. So yeah, if it's like Gigantica, got to be one of those surely. Yeah, we'll just do a bit more research. I mean, it could very well be that the powers higher than us have already decided that there are some European lakes that have carp that big in. Dutch canals would be nice. Yeah, Grand Union was our first. It's our only canal, isn't it, to be fair? It would be cool to add more venues like that.
Since you said about higher ups, I just imagine them getting a picture of the world and then just throwing a dart at it and be like, that's where we're going next, baby.
Oh yeah, Bubby. Will it eventually end up being like Fortnite, where you can play against other people on the same lake live? Well, sorry, I might be misunderstanding the question, but we have got multiplayer, so you can, look for games online or queue up with friends and play against other people on the same lake. New Trevor says to use CR1 and corn for the Mekong. Can you add sheer water to the game? That has a £100 cart. We'll do a bit of research. Oh look, GHC Duke Spook is saying for the Mekong, try pops on gravel. Darth Badger says sweet corn over gravel works for Mekong, but apparently. And Big Time J saying he's caught them on boilies, so that backs up what Sam said.
Fishing tip 2,
got a few.
boilies.
Just stick a boilie on it, it'll be fine. Floating crust for carp. Yes, alligator gar. We need to get some alligator gar going.
I forgot to say earlier we didn't have hashtag bears because that could be construed.
I think the more hashtags you get going, the less weight it holds to add a hashtag onto it.
Or does it hold more for maths? I don't know. You be the judge.
Okay. Dean Martin, will you be adding float fishing match series tournaments to career mode? We're not planning on it at the moment. Are a lot of people interested in that? How many people would like to see float fishing dedicated tournaments in career mode? Lake Ontario in Croatia would be a great addition. We'll have a look. Thank you very much, the only Cobra 62. Roy, we need cheese. Fair play. We do need cheese. I've just realised you meant as a bait. Yeah, of course.
What did you think he meant?
I thought he was just like stating facts. I was like, yeah, we need cheese. Like pretty much always. Fudgies is just a baby now. Little Fudgy.
He was big kahuna back in the day.
Looking to New Zealand, massive trout. Croatian lakes have monster carp in. That's the second vote for Croatia I've seen.
You got a poll going now, haven't you?
Waybred carp complex in Diz. Carp floats, that'd be cool. We've spoke about that before. Needs a no time limit in multiplayer. Well, today is the day for you, my friend, because
we did it just for you.
Literally.
Right now.
Yeah, it was nice. Go turn on your console, friends.
You have a big smile. Sit in the lake for 6 hours. No one's going to disturb you anymore.
Stock pond, eels, beards, bait boats. Beer. Be careful with hashtag bears with those beards. Oh mate, try saying that 10 times fast.
What, beards and bears?
Yeah, it's just, bears with those beards.
Bears with beards.
Bears with those beards.
Bears with those beards. Bears with those beards. Bears. Yeah, that's... No.
Gave up before you even...
I didn't mess up, but my brain didn't like it.
We need salmon fishing. Salmon are on the cards. When we'll deal those cards, I do not know, but be prepared.
Kyber, you're like from Yu-Gi-Oh there. That's my salmon card. Turns into a triple-headed white salmon. It's like flapping about.
You fish on lures on which lakes? Catfish interested. So yeah, you can use lures on any lake with predatory fish. That'd be like, pike, chain pickerel, zander, walleye, anything like that. You can use lures on. We pretty much have predator fish in every lake, I think. You can use a lure in any lake. Some of them I wouldn't advise it. Like, for example, I think Manor Farm, we've got some pike in, but with the number of pike in the lake, you're going to have a bit of a struggle trying to catch predators.
I think someone was looking for the bus predator.
Oh, really?
It's not the ones they've been trying. And that is the problem. It's just everything outpopulates them.
adjust the float depth and ground baits, also different types of floats. Float depth, something we spoke about, we would like to see that as well. Just a bit more customization for you guys, so you can make it, make the setup you're using game closer to one you would in real life, or just to help people understand what sort of stuff goes on in the real world for fishing. Butcher Tom, absolutely loving the update. Thank you very much, Butcher. Pike floats, again, we spoke about those with the cart floats. We would like to see those in the game. It's just,
I wish we had a little overlay with like a dinger anytime. Not that we don't like the feedback, but anytime someone suggests something that we'd love to already have in the game, just bam, we want that.
We get a little soundboard going.
Yeah.
Balding goatees? Well, that's a really weird way of just saying beard, isn't it? But okay. No, I mean, have we actually not got a bald style?
No, we don't.
No way! That seems like an oversight to me. Tilly lamps and headlights when night fishing. I've wanted to have lights in the game for night fishing for a long time. Surprisingly harder than you think, especially with the lighting system that we use in game. But we spoke about this one. Could happen in the future. It's not definitely a priority at the moment, though. I'd love to have my own stock lake and have option to put fish I have caught into it. Des did mention this, but I would really love it. Yeah, I mean, Des has spoken about that one quite a lot. I think we might have even been talking about that as far back as Eurofishing, maybe. It could very well happen one day. I'm not sure how much of a priority that is with all the other stuff we've got to look into.
Hashtag it. You can only hashtag it if you say Big Daddy Stock Pond, otherwise not happening.
Scooby Hayes is giving Stephen a poke to look at the mini one. Wait a minute. Don't know if I'm just being baited into saying something there.
You nearly fell into that trap.
No, I think this is a real lake. I think that's just me doing whatever.
I'd like to look, but I think I've got a big pike on. Come on.
Goliath tigerfish, please. That's not one that I've heard requested before. That's a very specific one. We'll have a look.
I thought I'd done it. Tiger muskie, big, not. He is a tiger muskie, right? Oh, he's a normal muskie. I got excited. Big though.
Cannot play more than one session in multiplayer, although set up for 3 sessions. Unable to spawn back into game after first attempt. I have to quit and then relaunch the game. Sorry about that. I haven't seen that issue myself. I don't think I've seen any reports from QA about anything like that happening. I'll pass that on to the QA team, and if any of you other guys are experiencing similar issues, just let us know. No bald, need that. Just straight facts.
Like it to the point.
Any thoughts on adjusting probability percentage for players that are way over clubbing online, i.e. using £50 braid to catch fish that in real conditions would never be caught on such a line? So we've started sort of taking steps towards that with the adjustments to the £80 line. I think we need to do some more stuff with that. Yeah, I mean, we haven't got anything planned or anything, but yeah, something we're thinking about again. I want to add more pros and cons to having to use those heavy lines for fish. Can we have a friends button on leaderboards? I wanted a friends button as well. It became a time issue more than anything. I think there were some other issues actually as well with the displaying friends on the leaderboards. I can't remember what that was, if I'm honest. I'll chase up again on it though.
Another, we want that. That's how I'm going to coin it. Every time you say it, I'm going to say it. There's been quite a lot of them. So we want a lot of stuff too.
It's legitimately the name of Lake Aaron. Yeah, thanks, Stephen. I worked that one out. I just assumed the worst, but I think, yeah, that's just... My mind goes into weird places. Oh, yeah, they're reassuring me. Like, yeah, that's a real lake. It's basically Des is trying to find a lake in Canada with a pub nearby. Oh, yeah, you'll have to do a research trip, obviously. Might as well make sure there's a brewery or something around the corner.
Big Daddy Daz likes a good bev. We could probably Make a beer with that. Just put his face on it. Big Daddy Bev's, and it's just Dez's face with a good pint.
Good luck selling that.
Depends what you want, a normal beer or a Big Daddy Bev. Everyone wants Big Daddy Bev, surely. It's big.
Well, we're absolutely breaking in the comments right now. Sorry, I'm struggling to keep up.
Goes fast, doesn't it? Again, we like that everyone's active, but we do apologise if we ever miss a comment or feel like you're not being. It's just we've got all of it put into one screen, so all of you at once. So anyway, we can see it all.
In real life, when fishing with 2 or 3 rods, when hooked, the fish stay hooked until you pull them in. They don't snap off like in this game. So is that something that you guys would want to see? Would you say that it's more realistic, and you'd rather have it that if you got a fish on the line, you can't lose it until you've picked up the rod and you've lost it yourself, as opposed to, you know, the fish will pop off eventually if you don't pick up the rod in time?
I did see a video, it was ice fishing, but some fish got back in the water and then took his rod like down the hole. We better make this the last fish. It's half 5.
Oh yeah, right, yeah, we're coming to an end, guys. I'm really sorry.
What difficult is it? I'd be very surprised if it is. But this is the places we showed you today. Boss fish do inhabit that area. So if any of those 3 boss fish you're looking for, is definitely go check those out. It's pike looking.
Ruling this puppy.
It's been fighting for a while and I don't want to lean on it. It wasn't a perfect strike, so I'm a bit worried. And it's either a muskie or a pike.
Brady Hudson, what got update? The update is mostly just
Hit him with that list.
I'll hit you guys with the list once more before we shoot off.
Closing list.
So we've added back the option for an unlimited session length in multiplayer. Section of Lake Miller with no water has been fixed. We've made it so that owned equipment appears at the top of the list in the default sort option. Named trophy fish weights are not tracked against the species best weight now in the angler's log. Character, we fixed the issue where the character wears 2 hats instead of 1 when wearing your career outfit in other game modes. Tackle points displayed now decrease when you purchase items. Boilies in the equipment pack cannot be used in the throwing stick or spod rod has been fixed. And we got a couple of other minor bug fixes. It actually does fly when we're on the stream so quickly, it's actually crazy. 5:30 already. It's a nice little way to end the day, to be honest. It's like, oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice to interact with you and have a bit of a chill out on a fish. Always look forward to it.
I liked 2 hats instead of 1. We should have added it as a style option, shouldn't we?
Just all hats. Whole outfit made a hat.
Let you wear 6 t-shirts as well.
Last one was the LPB. Not bad.
Nice.
Bit of trouble.
Right, guys, I think unfortunately that's going to have to be our lot for the day.
Our time has come. We have to bid you adieu.
We've shown you where MacArthur, Poseidon, and Portos is.
Probably
yeah.
have butchering that.
Yeah, probably am. But let's just sign off like a little news reporter there. But it's been a pleasure, guys. As always, keep the feedback coming. Hit us up on the Facebook pages and all that good stuff. Make sure you come and check out the stream when the guys are next on. We'll be on again in about 3 weeks, maybe, something like that. We tend to do it once a month, and I'll be back on it on the regular.
Back in rotation. He's been sitting on the bench.
I've went to the gym a few months. I feel a bit more. I'm ready for it.
Had his montage. Back in full force.
All right, nice one. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks to everyone for coming and checking out the stream, and take it easy.
Bye.
I think you press the buttons, he presses them.